Hello everyone. In this tutorial, I will go through the way I can get n8n to extract information from documents. So in this case, I have an invoice and I would like to extract all of the information from the invoice using AI. I will also go through the way to extract information not only from documents, but also from images, whatever the image is of a document or other than documents as well. And I will also take it to the extreme to show you how to extract information from videos or audio files as well. So let's get going. All right, so this is the homepage of my n8n, and the very first thing I have to show you is the three types of file here. So the PDF, which is an invoice, and the PNG, which is a driver license document, and as an image, and the third one is the video. So I have the files in here. And if I come back to my n8n, the very first thing I will need to do is to create a workflow. And then first I will need to trigger this manually. That's just for me, for the sake of the tutorial. For you, it can be part of your workflow already. And I will need to check first for an action called extract.monster. In my case, I cannot see it, so I will need to add it, which means I will need to click on my profile photo in here and then click settings. I will save this workflow for now, and then I will click community nodes, and then I will install a community node, and I will write down here n8n nodes extract monster, and then check this box in here. So I will write this down in the description of the video, and then I will click install. It will take a few seconds, and here we go. Now if I click back here, I get back to my workflow, which has the trigger, the manual trigger. If I click the plus button and I search for extract monster, I will see this little cute monster appearing. If I click on that, it will show me a few actions that I can use here. So extract data from document, from image or photo, from video, from audio or voice recording, and from text. And I think it's pretty much self-explanatory, but for now, I will be using the extract data from document because I have the invoice as a document or as a PDF document. And the very first option that I will need to fill in here is the credentials. So I will create new credential, and here I will need to provide the extract monster account API key. I can get that for free by going to extract.monster, and then I click get started, and then I can just sign up by entering my information here. So give me a second until I am signed up. All right, so I am already signed up and logged into my account, and now the next step I need to do is to create a new token. I will just need to click this button in here, and then I just give any name. So in my case, I will just use the name local-test, and then I click create token, and here I have my token. So I will copy this out, and then I will get back to my workflow and enter it in here, and then I will click save. And I can see that connection tested successfully, so this is good to go. I can close this window up, and in here you can see already the operation is extract from document. So this option is viable if I'm extracting from the PDF, which is my case, or CSV, or any text-based files, basically. And the input method here can be binary data or URL. So this depends very much on your case. If you are trying to extract data from a PDF file that is hosted somewhere and you have the URL of it, you can select this option. But for me, and also for the sake of this tutorial, I will be using binary data, which means I have the file locally. But for me to be able to get the file to n8n, so I need to get n8n to read the file first before this step. So I will just create the plus button in here, and then I will look for read write files from disk, or from disk, sorry, to be precise with the English. And then I will read file from disk. And in here, I will get here, I will come to my PDF file and I'll right click, and then I will try to copy this as path name, which will basically just copy over the path of my file. And I can already execute the step. And now I have the data in here. So I will close this up again and get back to my extract.monster node. And in here, it already have pre-filled this for me with data. So data here is referring to the file here. You can see it's already coming from the previous step. And now I'm just saying that, hey, extract.monster, you can just take or read the file from binary data, which is this file in here. And I will just click execute step and see the results of the node. This should take less than a minute. So it is using AI, so I'm expecting that it can take a bit of a time, but it definitely worth it, because the results comparing to normal OCR methods that we used to use back in the days is actually like tremendous. Like AI is way better than this. You can already see the result here, and I can already pull in the sorry, not this one. Let's close this one. Let's also close this one, and I will just grab this window panel next to this file, just so we can compare the results next to each other. So you can see here that, for example, the customer is the name fictional supplies, and maybe I zoom in a bit here. So in here we can see, we should see fictional supplies Inc. exactly, and then I can see their address, and then I can see their phone number, which is this, and then I can see their email, which is this, and basically it mapped out everything perfectly. It even got the information of the items here, and you see here office chairs, desk lamps, and we have printer paper in here. So yeah, basically it just got everything perfectly, and this is awesome. But now I want to take this a little bit further, because like not all the time you just want to extract everything as JSON or as a schema. You can definitely see this as JSON if you are interested in, or in that format, or you can show it as a table. But in my case, maybe you are only interested in the, let's say, the issue date and the invoice ID. Just for the sake of this example, you might be interested in only those two fields. So it just doesn't worth like getting everything from here. So for that reason, there is this option that says define output fields. You can check this up, and then you can either provide the schema that you want of what it wants to extract, or what you wanted to extract, either as a field builder, which what we will use now in this case, or you can provide a JSON schema. For me, I prefer the simple because it's simpler, especially for simple cases like those. And I will add the field. So in the field name here first, I can give it any name I want. So let's say I want the invoice ID. So I will call it invoice ID. It doesn't have to match this, by the way. It can be whatever. Like I can call it identifier. It is completely okay. And then here I can specify what's the value of this field. So in my case, I want it to be a string. And then in the description, I will tell extract.monster what should it extract, what should it fill this field with. So in this case, I will say the invoice number of the invoice file. And I'm assuming this will get me this value in here. And then I can add as many fields as I want. So let's say I am also interested in the, did I say the due date or the issue date? Let's say the due date. So let's say the due date, And then this is of a type string because it's a date format. So here I will say the due date of the invoice. And I will execute the step one more time and see how the result looks like. And now it should be way simpler to read because it will only get me those two fields from the invoice. And if I compare it to the invoice identifier is exactly what is here. And then the due date is the 28th of October 2025. And you can see that it is already smart. It didn't just pull in any date. It actually went into the full document, analyzed the full thing, and then decided which date of those multiple dates that you can see is actually the due date. So this is just awesome, and you can go deeper even than this, and you can say, let me just center this again, and we can even say in the format of day, month, year, like that. So let's extract again, or execute the step one more time and see the result of this. And you can see here that it started to follow the format that I told it about. So you can literally just describe the fields that you wanted to extract and it will do it for you. This is amazing. So let's take this a little bit further. Let's try to extract data from a file. So in this case, I will be extracting from an image, and I will just disable the output fields. I know that I can use whatever I want, but for now I will disable that. And I will get back to my other node, which reads writes file from disk. And I will just replace the file with this driver license. So let me copy the path, and then I will put it here. And then we can just close this invoice. We don't need it anymore. And I will get back here and click execute workflow. And now it already have pulled in my, I assume this will be as the driving license image, and extract.monster is now running and it's extracting image. So let's look into this as it loads in and see the output of this. And at the same time, maybe I can open the driver license so we can also compare the output to whatever is coming in here. And we have the output ready. So you can see here content type is, content type is a driver license. It's from Australia. Issuing state is New South Wales. Document type is driver license. Some OCR text. And we have structured, under structured data here, we can see the license number. Surname is sample. Given name is Shlu Elizabeth, if I'm pronouncing this correctly. Australians, please correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, date of birth, issue date, and so on. And it's beautiful. It even looked into the visual elements, and it tried to tell me that there is a primary portrait in here with description, a color photograph of a woman with dark hair and brown eyes smiling at the camera against a light blue background. Yeah, this is actually very, very cool. And of course, again, you can just enable this again, and you might be interested in only a single field, which is in your workflow. Maybe you are interested only in the, is there a driving license number? Yes. Okay, so we can say I want only the license number, and it's of a type text. Extract the license, the driver license number. And to be honest, I can say this, the field type can be also a number. It doesn't really matter, but I will just execute like that, just so I can see if it will be able to extract this particular number from the driver license. As you can see here, it got it exactly as I wanted. This is amazing. Now let's take it to the more extreme, because the third option I have, or the third example I have, is a video. And this video is of someone who is speaking multiple languages. She is not speaking one language, she's speaking multiple languages. Let's look into it.
When learning a new language, the most ruski был самый первый язык passe au français. Le français c'est la deuxième langue que j'ai من روسيا للجزائر تعلمت نهضر بالعربية because English.
So as you can see in this video, she speaks multiple languages, and what I noticed as well is that she is speaking multiple dialects as well, which means this should be extremely difficult for AI to extract. But let's yeah, put it on the line, and I will just go here again, copy the path, come back here, go to read files, and select the file again, put it here, execute the step. I will get back here to my extract.monster. And now what I will do extract from video, and I will disable the define output fields, and let's see what, because basically when I disable this, then it will extract everything it could from the video. So yeah, I have the MP4 file here. I will execute the step. Oh, there is the execution, the existing execution data is too large. Let me try again. Oh, I don't know what happened, honestly, but something could have been wrong with my n8n setup. But anyways, now it is executing. Let's wait for it. And it is expected that the video files might take a little bit more, but like from my experimentation, everything is roughly under 2 minutes or 1.5 minutes. Like I can't recall cases where the extraction took more than 2 minutes, honestly, with all of the types of the files that I tried. And yeah, this is done. I can see here that yeah, the video type is informational presentation, testimonial, summary. A woman explains her motivation for learning 6 different languages. She speaks English, Russian, French, Arabic, English, Spanish, and Chinese, sharing personal reasons for learning each one. And as you can see here in the visual elements, it tried to talk about the timestamps, and in every timestamp it tried to explain the visual elements that are happening in here. The setting is an outdoor page with a pool and hanging plants in the background. Okay. And if I go below the visual elements, I can see the timestamps, and then here I can see the more or less the explanation of what is happening in every timestamp section. And we also have the transcript. And as you can see here, the transcript here is writing it down as well in the language of the that she is speaking. So Russian and French is like that. And in Arabic, I can see that it is not using. Oh, sorry. In Arabic, I can see that it didn't really use the Arabic characters, but that's probably because she was speaking of an Algerian dialect, and Algerians do use the Latin characters for Arabic in a lot of cases. So I think I can extract that too as well specifically. So let's take it as a test for this AI node later. And I can see the Spanish, I can see the English, and I can see the Chinese. And yeah. Anyways, I can yeah, this is basically like all of the extraction that I have. I can define outputs, and I can also say just extract for me the Arabic text. Extract only the Arabic sentence that was said in Arabic language in Arabic characters. So let's see what the text is going to be. Okay, let me extract the node again. I again, like, I don't know what's happening with my n8n, but anyways, let's see. While this is loading, I can also take you to here, and under docs inside of extract.monster, you can see all of the file types that extract.monster supports in case you need that anywhere. Let's get back here. Yeah, I can read this, and it is actually in Arabic characters. This is just perfect. Yeah, I hope this is useful and you can use it in your workflow somewhere, whenever you need to extract information or data from your files. If you have any questions, please leave them down in the YouTube channel. I will be happy to assist you with your workflow process. And thanks for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe and share the video with someone you think will benefit from this.